All right, we got everybody? I'm sure we're ripe with injury questions, so I'll just get right to it. Those four guys are listed as doubtful. We were optimistic at the beginning of the week, and now we're doubtful. So that's their status.
What happened with Charbonnet? I guess we didn't really see him get injured in the game.
I think, he got his toe? Got his toe.
How much is the Arizona game 5 days later factoring into all these decisions for right now?
It does. I mean, it does. If you were going to a bye week, it also, those funky timetables definitely take into account. But we're trying to do everything we possibly can to win this game.
How much does what Darian Kendrick did last week kind of allay any fears you might have? What you're going to do if those guys?
It's a good question, but I don't think it. If it wasn't him, it would be somebody else that played nickel or would play nickel. So, but we're happy he's here. He's doing a good job.
Do you think any of the four you feel confident they might be available for the next game?
Yeah, right now they're doubtful for this game. So I think it's a pretty accurate description. And look, I'm learning the hard way. I'm putting timetables for you guys, and things change, or guys progress, or they don't progress, and then I'm coming up here and it feels like I'm changing my story. But it's just like that's the way injuries go. Sometimes guys, they turn a corner and you got them, and sometimes they don't, and you don't have them. So, just it's the life we chose.
I know you said Nick. He's obviously not on IR. What about Zach, Julian, or Spoon? Is that on the table for any of those three?
Right now, no.
Does Okada jump into the starting lineup at safety?
Yeah, you can expect to see Ty in a larger role.
What's D'Anthony Bell showed you as special teams, of course, but now in defense?
Yeah. D'Anthony would have a bigger role as well. How we do it, we'll kind of let that figure out on Sunday. But yeah, those guys are doing a great job, practicing hard, know what to do. It's rock and roll.
There's what it looks like. You always talk about guys taking advantage of the opportunities, and when they get them. I mean, how excited are you to see what different guys?
Yeah, we had several of these conversations last year, and now it's this year, and it's going to be every year, and that's why it's so important to have depth on your football team. That's why the 70 matter. That's why we coach everybody all the time. It's how we operate. It's why we do what we do.
Is there a bigger emphasis on, whether it's calling it ready squad, or I feel like you guys are mentioning the 70 law. Is that kind of something you're trying to hammer home to players this year, that, hey, this is...
Yeah, well, this was, it's always been my personal philosophy of depth and growth and development. I think that's really important. But it's really John's vision of how he wants it to operate, and it just, it meshes with our philosophies. So I think it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, and I think it's the best way to do it. I love how we do it.
One of the most famous games between these two teams was the Beastquake game. I'm curious if you watched that game live, and if not, what was your reaction?
I do remember watching that game, and I do remember that run. It's great. Great time to be alive. What was that, 010? So I was a student assistant at Georgia.
With George Holani, obviously, I guess probably maybe has to play a little bit more too. How have you kind of felt about him?
Yeah, if Zach doesn't play, George is the next back. Every time we've given George an opportunity, he's done a tremendous job. We expect the same thing.
The NFL has, I think, made it more of a point of emphasis on tush push and how that gets officiated, especially just encroachment and offsides. Has that changed anything about how you guys have practiced, or how much you might practice that play?
Right now, no. It's just know the rules and play by them better than everybody else. That's our goal. But no, just execute the plays properly, and we'll be all right.
The league hasn't sent anything out changing any of that, right?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Julian Love is almost taken for granted here the last couple of years. His instincts, what is he to the back of that defense when he's there?
Well, he's a critical part of our defense. A lot of guys are. But we love Julian. The guy, you've seen the playmaking ability, you've seen his versatility, all the things that he can do and that he brings to the table, his intelligence, his leadership. This guy's a tremendous football player. We love having him here. We love having him be a leader on our football team. he's a really important player to our program, to our organization. So we love him, and it just so happens he's a heck of a player.
How much does Jalen Milrose, whether he's active or not, have to do with the game plan for any given week versus who you guys have available to play?
Yeah, like last week it was a little bit more of a numbers thing with the guys. So we'll see this week based off of who's available, and he's ready to go if called upon.
Is Spoon able to do anything? Run, change of direction?
Yeah, he's limited. It was limited today, and doubtful for the game.
When he was running in Pittsburgh, did that set him back at all, or was that he fine out of that?
No, not to my knowledge. No, just part of the just trying to get him as much rehab as possible.
Julian was obviously had a injury last. Is this one related to that, or is this kind of a separate thing? Or?
Julian's injury happened during the game.
What has Jacardier Wright showed you since the beginning of camp?
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that, when given the opportunity, he knows what to do. He plays hard. What else can you ask for? I mean, he executes, ready to go. He's got a great attitude. There's something to be said for. Look, there's a lot of stuff going out there. I mean, there's card teams, there's look teams. He's got to know the reps. He's doing the opposing offense. There's a lot of things on special teams on both sides that are really important, and all of that stuff is critical to our team success. And if so those guys that are having on their ready squad, they play an integral part of us preparing our team to play, and he's one of those guys. So it's kind of, you got to do like kind of double. You're kind of playing for the other team and playing for us, giving the best look you can, and preparing as if you're starting the game, because you never know what could happen.
Do you know Kellen Moore at all? He's obviously a local guy.
I've met him a few times. The worst memory of it was he's the quarterback at Boise in 2011, I think. First GA year. That was not good in Atlanta. Terrible uniforms.
You mentioned earlier this week defending running backs in the pass game. Is it targeting or recognizing? Is it tackling? Is it all of the above? What do you focus on?
Yeah, I don't. It's just playing better. I mean, it's call better plays, take better angles, and get more guys to the ball.
What's the thing behind Drake Thomas as a captain this week?
Well, he's doing a great job on special teams, so he's really our special teams captain. Another kind of steadying force of our football team, and he's doing a great job on defense too. So playing really good football right now.
Anything else? Thank you.
All right, thanks guys.
Thank you, Coach.